What's poppin', guys? It's your boy, Not That Bright Vlogger 467, and I was out here in the haunted swamps, gonna go dab on some ghosts. The voices in my head are telling me not to do it, but what do they know? They're just haters, dab. But cue the suspenseful music, cue the heavy breathing to add to the suspense. But something went wrong, bros. Something went so wrong. This was just supposed to be a joke. How am I supposed to take anything seriously? You know how it is, dab. We saw something big. We actually managed to find Shrek. Oh god. Oh god, I think he's near. Dab. Oh, thank god. Okay, I think he's gone. Oh, hello there! Oh, you know this year is gonna be a good year if the first thing we're gonna be talking about is freaking Shrek. But yeah, you guys probably already know Shrek. He's been memed to death at this point because of a certain video that I refuse to talk about. But for the people who actually don't know who Shrek is, or they only seen him as a meme, let me explain. So Shrek is an animated movie which hilariously serves as a parody of a lot of fairy tale creatures. I mean, even the plot is a parody of the typical Prince Charming, knight in shining armor, saving the beautiful princess bullcrap.
Like that's ever gonna happen. What a load.
The story goes, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm actually explaining what Shrek is in a video. But the story goes, Shrek, a very introverted ogre, a guy who really likes being alone in a swamp, you know, kind of like me, gets his lonesome, boring life put on hold when a bunch of fairy tale creatures decide to just break into his home and live there. You know, because that isn't super rude or anything. Why don't they just get the freaking 3 little pigs to make them a house? I mean, they made 3 houses in a single day according to their story, and each of them made a single house by themselves. I don't care if some mean wolf blows it down, just don't freaking invite yourself to live with me. But I guess the reason they decided to live at Shrek's place was because they were all exiled by Lord Farquaad, a disgusting racist midget focused on becoming king even though he's not of royal blood. Yeah, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Now the only way Farquaad can become king is he has to marry a princess. So when Shrek says he wants all those dirty, disgusting fairy tale creatures out of his house, he constructs a deal for Shrek to bring him Princess Fiona, a princess locked away in a castle guarded by a freaking dragon. So Shrek rescues Fiona, Donkey falls in love with a dragon, resulting in dragon donkey babies in the future, and then Shrek does the old switcheroo on Lord Farquaad, kills him, and takes the princess all for himself. The end. Okay, that wasn't exactly what happened, but I can't spend all day talking about this stuff. I have other things to talk about. Now that I'm done talking about Shrek, let's talk about Shrek Games. Now, almost every mainstream movie has been turned into a game. I'll probably make a whole video about this topic in the future, who knows? And Shrek's no exception. He had tons upon tons of games release, and funny enough, I actually grew up loving one particular Shrek game. It was Shrek 2 for the Nintendo GameCube. I used to play this game all the time with my friends and family. When I wasn't completing the story mode all by myself over and over again like a freaking boss, I was just messing around with my friends, trying to throw him off the cliff as Shrek. I haven't played the game in like 10 years, so I'm just going off memory at this point, but I do remember it being one of the greatest games I've ever played. And you could quote me on that. I was actually thinking about not making this video because of how good Shrek 2 was, but then I found out that not all Shrek games are good. Now let's stop beating around the bush and let's get right into the first Shrek game ever made, Shrek. It's just called Shrek for the Xbox. Oh, what a great picture for the title screen.
Shrek, something terrible has happened.
Yeah, I know. I started playing this game.
Merlin has captured Princess Fiona.
Okay, we're just going right into this? No backstory showing the princess getting taken? Well then, I can totally tell you guys put a lot of thought into this game.
This former court wizard doesn't jest when it comes to evil. He still enjoys messing up the lives of common folk and tormenting the innocent.
Me too. This guy seems like a pretty rad dude. I mean, I'll party with him.
He's the meanest magician this side of Duloc Hills.
He looks more like a wizard than a magician. I mean, I don't see this guy asking you to pick a card anytime soon.
He's the meanest magician this side of Duloc Hills. Merlin!
Merlin? Man, that name is freaking terrifying. Don't mess with Merlin, guys. So blah blah blah. Shrek has to do good deeds to be able to go to the tower to save the princess. Because Shrek is such a mean guy. Remember him being mean in the Shrek movies? Ha! This game is 100% exactly like the Shrek movies. Okay, let's get into this beautiful masterpiece. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. No, I'm freaking serious. Oh my god. Nothing has an animation. Everything moves at ultra speed. I feel like I'm playing freaking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
That's it. I'm gonna take my anger out on these freaking chickens. Come here. Stop. Stop. It's gross.
Oh, no, you don't. Go back to the jumping grounds.
Okay, so I guess we have to go to the jumping grounds. This is a tutorial on freaking jumping. Freaking jumping! You think people don't know how to jump? You're acting like this is the first video game ever made. You don't need to section a whole area of the tutorial to teach me how to freaking jump. You just freaking press A. I have never been broken by a game so fast. This game has broken me. I don't even want to play more of it. It's just so bad. And this is just the tutorial. I'm done with that trash. I'm sure none of you guys were thinking, oh my god, I wonder what happens next. So let's take a look at our next game. Our next game is called Shrek's Carnival Craze. A pretty normal carnival game. I'm sure it won't be that bad. Ugh! Oh god! They're so ugly. What happened? Honestly, this is the ugliest character design I've ever seen in a video game. I mean, at least Shrek for the Xbox eyes weren't looking in different directions. Also, the voice acting in this game sounds nothing like them. Shrek sounds like a middle-aged man with an American accent.
Too bad the message didn't come a little sooner. We'll never make it in time now.
And Donkey sounds like a white guy trying to sound like Eddie Murphy.
Parfaits and lollipops and ice cream sandwiches and waffles. Oh, waffles on a stick!
Oh wait, it is! For every language, might I add. So basically, Shrek and the gang go to a carnival. That's the whole plot. Did you want more? What did you expect? Okay, let's play Royal Hoopla.
This really isn't my thing. I hope those dwarves know how to duck.
Wow, they managed to record this entire game's audio on a single potato. How did they do it? All right, let's do this. Just gotta give it my all. Wow. This is hard. Now, the controls are freaking terrible, but it takes so long for the next hoop that it doesn't really matter. Also, doesn't help that the NPCs are freaking masters at this game. But no worries, player. It's not totally rigged. Let's make it so that they completely miss the picture, even though it's like physically impossible to. If you're going to rig the NPCs, that's totally fine. But don't freaking patronize me, game. That's it. I'm gonna take my anger out on you. Come here. Ah! Okay, I'm bored with this game. Next game. Now, I already talked about Shrek 2 for the GameCube and how good that game is, but you think there's only one Shrek 2 game? Pfft, of course not. There was actually 3 Shrek 2 games. 2 of them were freaking amazing, and those would be Shrek 2 for the GameCube and Shrek 2 Beg for Mercy. Even the name is amazing. But there's another Shrek 2 game. One that we don't like to talk about, we just like to ignore. But no, we need to address trash when trash is presented. So I present you the worst Shrek 2 game. Shrek 2 Activity Center. Twisted, fairy tale, fun. Now, there's not that much information about this game, other than the legend that it was born in the swampy butt crack of Shrek. So are you guys ready? Are you ready for some twisted fairy tale fun? All right, I warned you. Let's do this. So the game just drops you off in front of all the Shrek characters, and if you click one of them, you'll go into a minigame. Again, not a lot of thought was put into this game. Come on, guys. They didn't have a lot to work with. Okay, let's pick the fairy godmother first. I like magic. So in this game, and I use that term very lightly here, the fairy godmother changes Shrek into different colors, and you just pick the colors that she changes him into. So for example, if she makes him red and blue, you pick the red and the blue colors. Maybe this game is meant for a younger demographic than I thought. What I don't like about this is the fact that she's changing his colors in the first place. What's wrong with being green? I also hope you guys like hearing the word
hocus pocus
be repeated by her 1,000 times.
Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus, hocus pocus.
I get it, you enjoyed the 1993 film, but come on, you gotta move on. Speaking of moving on, let's move on to the king. Let's see what minigame he has to offer. In this minigame, we eat food. This is the best minigame ever! No, but seriously, you just copy whatever he eats, so that Shrek won't embarrass himself like a buffoon and eat his chicken instead of eating his delicious peas. I like how whenever you get one right, Shrek looks at the camera and gives a big thumbs up. I mean, how can you stay mad at a face like that? Since there's not that much left to talk about this one, let's move on. Let's move on to Shrek. Since he's the main character, he must have the best game. So in Shrek's minigame, we're playing hide and seek. But do you see something wrong here? They tell you where they are before you try and seek for them. Do you guys not know how hide and seek works? You hide, and then I seek. It's not hide, show where you are, and then I seek. How dare you disrespect such a game? Ugh, sorry, that last game just made me angry. I'm done playing Shrek games. Let's wrap this up. Now you're probably wondering, KShot, why are Shrek games like onions? You want me to tell you that? You really want to know? Okay, just be warned that this is the greatest joke I've ever came up with, and no other jokes will compare in the future. Okay? Okay, so why are Shrek games like onions? Well, Shrek games are like onions because
They stink?
Yes.
well, that's all the Shrek games I wanted to show. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded, and I honestly don't know why, but this video in particular took way longer to make than any of my other review videos, so I hope it was worth the wait. I'm honestly so glad I made this video because I had a reason to just sit down and watch Shrek for a video. I freaking love Shrek. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.